My volunteer role is as a ward support person. So what I do is I go into the ward and I talk to patients and I talk to them about anything they need to talk about. I might talk to them about the difficulties they faced after the strokes. And I like to think of my role as kind of a bit of a helping hand to the nurses and the speech and language therapists. But mostly I'm just there for the patient, and I love that because I get to talk to them about literally whatever they want to talk about. So I think they're really refreshed that I'm just there for them to help them completely whatever they need. The Mulberry unit is a stroke rehabilitation ward, so it's if people have a stroke and then they go to the NNN, they can then be transferred to the Mulberry unit, which is where they'll receive some extra support in recovering from their stroke. I'm 16 years old. I know. I volunteer because I just love meeting new people. I'm a huge fan of talking to strangers, and I have a lot of experience with people with disabilities and people in recovery. There's so much that I can learn from them. That's why I do it, because I learn so much from the people I talk to. I mean, they're doing a service to me, not the other way around. I mean, I'm still in school. Yes, I'm currently at sixth form. And it works quite nicely because I'm hoping to go into medicine in the future, and this has been an incredible way for me to look at the multidisciplinary team, to look at the way the nurses work, the occupational therapists, to see how all those roles in the NHS come together to provide excellent patient care. But, it's good because, not everyone has an idea of what medicine is before they choose to go into that kind of career. So I'm so glad that I've been able to, see what it's like firsthand. I found out about the volunteering roles here when I was looking for work experience in a hospital. I was obviously searching lots on the internet, and it was very difficult to find work experience after COVID and everything. But I kind of realised, why am I looking for work experience and things like that when I could be looking for volunteering? Because volunteers are in need. There's, volunteers do an amazing role within the NHS, but there just aren't enough of us. And I realised that there were lots of volunteering opportunities that under 18s can do, which isn't often common. Some volunteering opportunities are only for over 18s, so it was like a match made in heaven. Working alongside the nurses, they have been so incredible. They've made me feel like I'm one of them, even though I'm just a volunteer, and even though I'm 16 and I come in once a week. They always say hi to me, they always greet me by name, they always check how I'm doing, give me lots of smiles, say thank you. I feel like I'm one of them, and it's incredible feeling like you're part of a team, and it's just, the relationships I've managed to make with the staff as well as the patients have also been incredibly rewarding. If I had to give any advice to future volunteers, I would say just get stuck in. Don't be nervous, and don't think, I don't know what my place is here, because the staff are just so warm and welcoming, and they are so grateful to have you there. I think my initial nerves or anxiety just completely faded away once I met the team. And so I would just say, don't be nervous, don't be worried, just get stuck in. Doing what I do is definitely fun. It's hugely, I have so many jokes with the nurses, so many jokes with the patients. A lot of them are really funny, and they have some great stories to tell me. So it's really fun going in and, just meeting people with they've lived incredible lives, and they can really look back on it with humour, which is great. As a volunteer, my role in the full-time staff team is quite an interesting one, because obviously I'm not expected to take up any roles that a paid member of staff would be. But I do feel that they find a place for me within their team. They talk to me about the patients. I get notes on the patients, and they always check in with me. And I find that's great, because I definitely don't feel like I'm going it alone. Although I have my incredible volunteer support worker who's always checking up with me, I always know that I could also go to the nurses or the receptionist or anyone on the full-time team, because they're also there for me just as much. So my volunteer support worker, she looks after me individually along with some other volunteers who are in different wards. Basically, she checks in with me every week. We do our volunteer reviews, which is when she kind of says, do you want to do a different role? How's this role going? What are the positives? All of that stuff. And I just feel like if I ever had an issue, I could always go to her. If there's anything great, I just want to say, hey, this is going awesome, I can go to her. And I know she's always a phone call or an email away. So it's great to kind of feel like it's not just that I come in every week and I do it. I've also got a team of people around me that are checking that I'm okay and I'm doing well. I would definitely recommend volunteering to a friend or family member, because working in the community and giving something back to my community, it just makes me so happy. And I know it would make other people so happy. You learn so much whilst you're doing it. I'm so much better now and so much more confident than I was in week 1 walking into that ward. And I think anyone would be able to kind of learn and improve. So I really do think it's an amazing thing to do, and it gives you so much. I think there's this conception that volunteering is like giving something to other people, but it's so rewarding. It is so rewarding. Now I'm like so much more confident, not just in the ward, but like every day, whether it's at a coffee shop, at home, at school. It goes into other aspects of your life in a way you wouldn't have imagined. So it definitely is, it's pretty life-changing, to be honest.